Tony's Leadership Retreat is a lot different than anything I've ever experienced before because it dives in on such an individual level.
I don't want to say more intense, but you know, I've gone to a lot of different things where maybe it's an afternoon or a day here. You know, this was a little more in-depth.
A lot of the times you'll go to seminars or conferences and they'll have a speaker in front of a large group of people talking about a concept that's umbrella, that kind of covers subjects but doesn't really touch the individual. Tony does not do that.
For me, the most important thing when considering the retreat was the value of having Tony really invest in you and spend time with you, helping you develop as a professional.
The most important thing that I was looking forward to with the Leadership Retreat was learning more about myself, because in the little bit I had seen of Tony's work, it really helps you dive in and understand your strengths, your weaknesses, and evaluate how to become a better person and a better leader by knowing yourself. And that's the number one thing that I emphasize, especially after having gone through the retreat, is that if you don't understand yourself or don't accept yourself to become secure enough, you'll never be confident enough to be a leader. And by taking Tony's Leadership Retreat, you're bearing yourself right in front of all your classmates, and you have to admit who you are and be okay with it.
Tony's brought a lot of insight and expertise and a lot of good advice, and he's kind of pulled me into certain specific situations to ask me how I deal with those situations, just helping me to understand other people's personalities and kind of understand where they're coming from and seeing the difference between maybe how I perceive myself and how others perceive me, you know, and trying to close that gap a little bit. And it's good just to get away for a few days from what you're doing, to kind of just spend a little time on learning and growing, so that's always helpful.
I mean, it's just been incredible. Just another tool in my toolbox. I have resources now that I can tap into, and it really is all up to me. So that's the first thing that I've learned, is moving forward and developing as a professional and becoming better. You know, it is up to me, and I have the tools now to do that. To be able to look within and say, you know what, this is a blind spot for me. This is something that I really didn't consider to be an issue before, because I perform at a high level already and I get results. But leadership is much more than that. It's about, you know, inspiring people. It's about, you know, pushing yourself to the next level for the greater good. Go now. Do not wait. Life is happening right now.
If someone called me, I'd tell them that they would probably gain a lot of insight about themselves and a lot of insight on the people that they work with.
I would recommend this to anybody who's interested in building their confidence or becoming a leader. It doesn't take somebody in a leadership position to take this course and find benefit from it.